Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is Tuesday, September 7th, 2010, and I hope y'all are doing great. Hope y'all had a great Labor Day weekend for those of you in the U.S., and that's the reason why I wasn't updating yesterday, because it was a major U.S. holiday, so therefore, not only do I like to just take a break and relax, but it's never really a good idea to trade on those major holidays. And yesterday was an example of that with Labor Day. So, but it's good to be back now on Tuesday, and I'm just going to jump right into it. I have opened my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart for the cable. First thing I'm going to do is open up my 4-hour chart and see what it looks like, and I'll move it back to before midnight. And this is what my chart looked like before I started trading. And our most recent trend change candle was not too long ago, but it was for a downtrend. And since then we hadn't had any new trend change candles, therefore our trend was down at the start of our day. So we were looking for short trades. And if I move through today's action, you can see that no new trend change candles formed during our trading session. Therefore the trend remained down, and the entire day we only looked for short trades. Alright. So now that we determine our trend, we can go to our 15-minute chart, and this is where we're going to look for our entries. And I'm going to move this back to before midnight as well, so we can see what it looked like before we started our day. But of course, before we start trading, and if you watch these videos enough, you know the routine. But we want to take a look at our news events for the day, and you can go to babypips.com, click on this tools tab, and it'll automatically bring up the news events for the day. Again, today is the 7th, and we're looking for news that affects the sterling or the dollar. So under this currency column, we're looking for anything that says GBP or USD. And then in addition, we do want to take a look at news that may have an effect on the market. So under the impact column, we want to make sure that there's at least 2 dots or even 3 dots of importance there, because we only really want to pay attention to news that has the possibility of causing some movement in the market. So if I go down under this currency column, I'm looking for GBP. I don't see really anything until until tonight. Again, during our trading session, there was a whole bunch of euro reports, but nothing for the sterling or the dollar. So the whole day was pretty much wide open. And there are some days, it doesn't happen often, but there are some days when there's really no news events to watch out for. And today was a case like that. So really nothing to watch for as far as news events go. So I'm not writing anything down. The day is pretty much wide open, so that kind of makes it a little easier. So we don't have to worry about that, but we are looking for short trades. So my mind is in short trade mode, and now I'll begin moving my chart forward one candle at a time and give you my thought process along the way. And the goal here, remember, is to get you to start thinking the way that I think when it comes to trading the system, and that way you know you're trading it correctly. And if there's discrepancy between my trading and your trading, then feel free to ask. Maybe I even made a mistake, but we definitely want to get lined up here in our trades. Alright, so here we go, looking for short trades. Here we get a crossover at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. RSI is below 50, stochastics trending down. MACD was positive and losing value. It's a valid entry here. Again, no news events to watch out for, so I will go ahead and enter at the close of this candle, which is at 53.69. And our stop will be at the most recent swing high at 53.87. And our nearest 50 or 0 level is at 53.50, so it gives us about 19 pips of potential profit, which is good enough. And we will just watch the trade and see what happens. So I'm watching it. We do get close here to getting our target hit, but it doesn't quite hit it. And unfortunately, the market does skyrocket back up, and we do get stopped out here. This is at 3 a.m. So unfortunately, we get stopped out of this trade, but we just drop that in the books and continue to watch the market for more trades. And we're still looking for short trades, so keep that ingrained in your mind. And here we do get another crossover. This is at 4:15. RSI is below 50. Stochastics are trending down. MACD has gone from positive to negative here, so this is a valid entry. Again, no news reports, so we don't have to worry about that. Now the entry at this point is at 53.58. Our stop will be at the most recent swing high at 54.23. Now our next 0 or 50 level is still at 53.50, but since our entry is only 8 pips away, at this point we want to go for the same amount of pips we're risking on the trade. So to do that, I just basically, and I use a calculator just to be sure, you take your stop, which is at 54.23, and you subtract it from your entry at 53.58. You get a difference of 65 pips. And so now all you do is you take your entry at 53.58, and you subtract 65 pips from that, and you get an initial target at 52.93. All right, so there's our initial target. And again, no news events, so we're just going to watch, see what happens. This is a big target that we're going for, so you know, anything can happen. Now, if I happen to be in this trade, you know, past noon, then I will use my discretion to exit. And with a big target like this, that could very well happen. All right. So we do get close to getting our target hit here. It's at 10:30 right now, and we just hover right around here, and it looks like it's bottoming out at 5,300. And here is the 11:45 candle. Now this closes at noon. Again, we've seen this bottom out here. So at this point, I'm gonna just go ahead and exit right at noon, because it looks like, you know, we were so close to getting our target hit. Didn't happen. The market stayed around 5,300. It looks like it's about to retrace here. So I will go ahead and exit at, you know, at this candle. And I'm just going to go ahead and exit. You know, it doesn't really matter where, but I exited at the close of the candle right at noon, which is at 53.13. So again, we did get a win there. Didn't get quite to our target, but that's all right. It was a pretty big target goal. And then here's the rest of the day. So 2 trades, 1 loser unfortunately and 1 winner, but it was still a good learning process. Again, if you had any discrepancies from what I saw, then feel free to ask any questions that you may have, and I'll try my best to answer them in the blog. But that's it for today's update. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cowabunga, dudes.